Hi, coaches, it's Jackie. Today, I wanted to talk to you guys about the power of duplication in our business and also how to help get your coaches started off on the right foot. So, we all know that when we were first coaches, that it was really important for us to have a connection with our sponsor so that we were able to kind of get started and understand the business a little bit better. So, as far as getting your coaches started off on the right foot, um, there's a couple resources that I'm going to point you to. There is a Getting Started Right document in the back office that I will link below, as well as you can find a sample welcome email. I encourage you to always send your new coaches a welcome email. I encourage you to get them into a Coach Basics group really as soon as possible. And I also encourage you to always do a Getting Started Right call with them. This really helps you to learn more about your coaches and really dig in deep and talk to them about what their why and what their goals are for this business. Because if you can understand what motivates them, then you can understand how to best serve them and help them get started in their business being a successful Beachbody coach. One way I would suggest to track your new coaches is the way I do it actually, I'll just show you. I use a whiteboard, and you guys don't have to do this. You can do it on paper, you can make a document on your computer, but I just like to visually see, can you guys see that? I like to be able to see all my coaches, and I actually write on there what their goals are. I have a section for their name, their goal, and what the next step I need to take with them is. So maybe I'll show you a little bit, so I'll actually write their name. I'll write, after I've had the Getting Started, if I haven't had a Getting Started Right call, I'll write next to the name, schedule Getting Started Right call, which I always try to schedule when I send them a welcome email as well. But after that, I'll write, Getting Started Right call. Then after that, what's the next step? I do a weekly call for the first 4 weeks that they're a coach, to really help them kind of grasp, this business and that type of thing. I take it upon myself the first 4 weeks to schedule those appointments with them, but after that, you kind of have to. You don't want to be a babysitter, is all I'm trying to say. Because I made that mistake before where I'd be like, okay, let's get on the phone. And some coaches just, if they don't want your help, maybe they're struggling, but for some reason they don't want your help, you have to let them come to you because it is their business. So I would encourage you in that Getting Started Right call to set the tone for what you expect of them, and you expect them to be the CEO of their own business. And you want to help them, and you're there to guide them and show them steps along the way, but you're not there to babysit them, because that can cause problems with, your relationship with them as a leader. So I would definitely say make sure you set an expectation in your Getting Started Right call, and also really dig in deep and figure out what their why is. Write your why on their board, or however you're tracking. Write their why, so that you always have it in front of you. And so when you go back to them the next week, you know what you can talk to them about, and you know how you can motivate them better. So that is just one tip for you. And then that's kind of how I take notes on my coaches, is on my whiteboard. If there's something that I want to remember to tell them, then I'll make a little note of it on my whiteboard as well. So duplication in this business is really important. So think about when you were a new coach. You were probably, I know I did this, you were probably looking at your upline sponsor constantly. What did she do? What did she say? Is she inviting people? Is she posting? Is she doing this? You're constantly looking for affirmations on what you're supposed to do in this business, because you see your upline sponsor is the person who's been successful and they've been in this business longer than you have. So it's almost like a duckling following the mama duck they always follow her and they do what she does, that's what your coaches do with you. So that means you have to lead by example. And that means you have to be, if you're telling your coaches they need to post three to five times a day, you have to post three to five times a day. If you're telling them they need to invite 5 people a day, you need to invite 5 people a day. If you're telling them they need to be tracking, then you need to be tracking. If you tell them they need to add 5 new contacts a day, then you need to do that. Your coaches are only going to do typically as much as you do, unless you have, you could get lucky and get some rock star who just totally succeeds what you do, but that's rare. They're going to be looking to you to see what they need to do to be successful. So that's where the power of duplication really comes in. We have a system for duplication that's really simple, and that's the Coach Basics group. So the sooner you can get them into a Coach Basics group, the better. That's going to really help them get started off on the right foot as well. And it's going to help them figure out which tasks they need to be doing to really help their business get up and running. So getting coaches into the Coach Basics group is really vital. Whether you customize it or you use, the group that we've all created together, or, you can do your own, or you can do one with, other diamonds on the team. That's kind of up to you how you want to do it. But getting them into that system is going to be vital for your business, because it really helps them figure out this business in a better way. Another thing I encourage you guys to do is not just completely rely on Coach Basics, but also send them your own training tips if you have them. Something that I decided to do with my coaches is I created my own document for training tips, and I'll send them my own tips. I usually send them a couple tips a day, and help them figure out how to best implement those tips as well when we get on our weekly calls. So I hope that was helpful, and if you have any questions about how to get your coaches started off right, I would like you guys to watch this video that I posted below by 2 of the top coaches who are experts in helping, duplicate their processes and getting coaches started off right. So please watch that video. That's your homework today, and I think that's about it. All right, bye.